Hello and welcome to Team Dec3pticons EmployTT solution. We've created a web app with Firebase as our backend, and on our website there are three distinctive classes of users: administrative, MDAs or ministries, departments and agencies, and applicants. Each of these classes of users have different privileges to them, and the UI actually responds to these privileges by providing certain functions, by making certain functions available. So on our landing page, when you go to the link, this is the first thing that you're going to see. It's more or less designed with certain call to action phrases and bright colors to make you want to create an account. But there is a visual indicator here to say that there is more to the page, and you can scroll down and check it out. So if we do scroll down, you'll see that we have a search option to search for jobs, FAQs, find jobs, which is the page we're currently on, all jobs, and login. So we could actually search for a job right now, and we'll search for any job with the developer in it. And then those jobs will appear. Now if we try to apply for a job, you need an account to apply for a job, and the site will notify you of this. So let's just go back. So you could search by keyword, category, or location. After that, we have some basic terms of service and privacy policy. So terms of service is mainly here to show you that you can only use the site if you're 16 years and over, according to the Laws of Trinidad and Tobago Children Act, Chapter 4641. It has some information about Google Analytics, and our privacy policy deals with the information that we collect and how we use it, the circumstances under which we may have to disclose it, and any other third-party embeds or cookies that we may place on your browser. So how a user would naturally make an account is by filling out this landing form here. You can either create an account via these fields, and this box has to be checked, or you could continue with Google. On the date picker, you will notice that we only have up to 2003. That is because, like I said earlier, the site only allows you to create an account if you're 16 and above, and well, right now 2003. If you're born in 2003, that means that you're currently 16 years old. Anything above that would mean that you're younger. So I've already created an account for Zane Appleseed, and I'm just going to log him in. Just click login. And Zane is just a regular applicant. He is not an employer, and he is not an administrator. So once you're logged in, the landing form goes away, and you still have the site available to you, just the landing form disappears. I also forgot to mention we have FAQs. While we were alpha testing, they notified us. They always kept asking similar questions, so we decided to implement FAQs on the website. And you can browse all the jobs that are available on the repository by clicking all jobs, and that will render this page here. Now I've already applied, Zane has already applied to full stack developer and click 2. If you do click on full stack developer, you would get a blown up view of the job itself. If you click download, you'll get the job description. And you see here that on this page, we just have the title full stack developer, but when we download it, we have full stack developer script. That is because the site has XSS sanitation happening in the background. So this is just to show you one of the security features that we have implemented. And if we click share, this modal will drop down and inform you that the job link has been copied to the clipboard, and then you can just paste it wherever you need to, and then it will render like this. So that is it for the job list.html. But let's check out Zane's profile. If Zane goes to his profile, you'll see all his information here, a file he uploaded, and the jobs that he's applied for so far. So all of them have the status of pending, and all Zane could do is download his file that he's uploaded as a zip, go back to finding jobs, delete his profile, he needs to re-authenticate to do it, or update the profile. Now, the file that you had seen in his profile there was in the field resume. So we have 14 boxes here, and each of those boxes can only contain one file. So if you need to update your resume, the existing resume would be deleted, and the new one that you're uploading will be written to that directory. So let's just say Zane had to change his name to Darren. Just type Darren and then click update, and Zane is now Darren. So let's upload a transcript. These aren't actual transcripts, they're just random documents. Update, status bar fill up, and the document is now here, along with the time that it was uploaded. So you can see the files that you've uploaded, the jobs that you've applied for, and when you've uploaded those files. You can also immediately delete them from right there. Now this is a transcript, we're in the directory for transcript, and this is in the directory for resume. So now we're just going to update the resume that Darren has uploaded. And now that file was cleared out and a new one written to that same directory. Another thing to note is that there are job preferences on the update page. So whenever on the employer side, when they upload a job, they have to tick these boxes as well. And if these boxes match to what the job uploaded also has ticked, then the user is notified via email that a job was uploaded to the repository that matches their interests. So that's basically all the functionality for a user. Take it, log in, apply, update, and delete. So, and this status here will change once the employer changes the status. So how do I become an employer? You would have to click here, and we have some instructions for you to follow. As an employer, you have to fill out a form, wait 3 to 5 business days for us to authenticate the application, and once we authenticate it, we'll tell you what to do. When we say authenticate, we just mean that we have to look and see if it's actually a legitimate business, or if it's not a spam email or stuff like that. So the form is a really simple form. It's not completely done, you can see here, but basically just have your company name. So we'll do one for Ministry of Labor. I already have an email account. Password Ministry. Submit, and your account gets created in the background, and you get redirected to the user profile info page again. Now ideally you wouldn't be able to see here the jobs you applied for, because this would be an employer's account, but we didn't get time to filter out some of the UI based on the changes. But right, so right now Ministry of Labor essentially just has a regular user account. They would need an administrator to make their account an MDA. Now, let's try and load Gmail here. Right. So Ministry of Labor just made a request to become an MDA, and that sends an email to us, to our email, saying that they made the request. This is the address, the email. I didn't fill out the phone number, but that would have been there if I had. So we would take this information, go and verify it, and then as an administrator, right, so this is the administrator account, and again, don't worry about these things that you're seeing here. These really should not be there as for an administrator. We have to go into the functions. Now these administrator functions, because they have the ability to change the privilege level of a user, they are deployed to the server. So all the client side does is make a call to the server, and the server actually processes the information. Now the ministry just made a request to become an employer, and we verified that all their intel was good. So we take their email and we make them an MDA. And Ministry of Labor is now an MDA. So we go back to where the Ministry of Labor was, log out, log in. This is a perfect time to demonstrate the forgot your password functionality. So it grabs the email that you have inside here and sends a password reset to it. So this was Zane's, just as a little tidbit, this was Zane's email address here, and you can see when he created his account he got a verification email. Every time he applied for a job, he got a confirmation message along with a small motivational message that we think kind of personalizes the whole experience and somewhat rewards you for applying for a job. Right, so we had created an address for Ministry of Labor, an account for Ministry of Labor, so they got a verify your email, and we just asked to reset the password. So we follow this link. Click save, and it's reset. So we'll try logging in once more, and now we're through. So the password was reset successfully. Now what you'll notice is that there's now an employers tab. So when we click on employers, now we get access to what an employer will need on the site. Post job, view your jobs, and my metrics. So let's post a job. And if you could recall, I think Zane was subscribed to 2 out of the 4 options. I believe it was agriculture and machine learning. So just in the interest of time, I'm just going to put some filler text here. And these fields have predefined values to them, but they're also data lists. So if something is not in there, that's fine. The field will still accept it, and they are also searchable while typing to make things a bit faster. So you'll do accounting. Again, this is just random, in no actual order. The employer name is not supposed to be an editable field. It will actually pull from the database to write to this field, just like how we have open here is today's date. Age requirement 18, general, salary, and the date picker closes on the 31st. And we'll do agriculture. We'll just do all to demonstrate and submit. Job added successfully. And now this is our job list page. All the jobs that you ever posted as an employer will appear here. Now it appears like this because there are currently no applicants to it, but we'll log back in as Zane just now and apply to Lorem Ipsum. Ideally, Zane should have actually gotten an email. Right, so Zane was subscribed to certain fields, and because a job was just uploaded that matches those fields, sorry, not Zane, he changed his name to Darren, my bad. He was notified of that change as well as of the job that was uploaded and given a link to view the job. So just copy and paste that, and it renders all the information that we just put in. Right, so now let's log out of the Ministry of Labor and log in as Zane, as Darren. Search for So this is the job that we just posted, and we're going to apply for it. Okay, and again Darren will get an email that he applied for a job. Application for Lorem Ipsum successful. And now we're gonna log out from Darren and log back in as the Ministry of Labor. Employers, view your jobs, and we have 2 applicants. Okay, we fixed that just now, but yeah. So apart from view your jobs, you also have your metrics that are unique to you. And ideally these would have loaded, but I'll show you what it looks like when it actually works. Just gonna log out really quickly and log in as the administrator. Now, like I said before, even though this is an administrative account, it was still used for a vast majority of the testing, so it does have basically a mix of all 3 of the accounts to it. So it does have the ability to apply, the ability to post a job, and to do administrative things. It's not supposed to be like that, but we ran out of time to kind of segregate all the functionality. So when we go to my metrics, you could see the total amount of things that happen with respect to you, as well as some charts thrown up. The charts only respond to August because the metrics were implemented in August, so there's only data for August. And that pretty much closes out the employer job flow. So as an employer, you could post a job, view your jobs, and view your metrics. The other class of user is the administrator. So since we are an administrator account right now, I'll just quickly show you their functionality. So they have functions, as we just saw when we had to make Ministry of Labor and MBA, as well as metrics. Now these metrics represent the site as a whole and it's a global overview of all the activity. So the total amount of accounts created, the amount active, amount deleted, and the amount of applications made. And then you have the metrics for the year. We wanted to do it for a monthly and weekly basis, a weekly basis, but that was a bit time consuming and we just implemented it for the year. So I did mention that the cloud functions handle secure data, right? And if you were a regular user, let's say you were Darren, and for some reason or somehow you were able to access the cloud functions. Now it would be pretty bad if Darren had access to the cloud functions and he could make himself an administrator. But what happens is that the server will actually ban you from trying to do that if you don't have the proper clearance to do it. So you don't have the necessary privilege to execute this function. If you think it's an error, please contact our administrator via email or phone. And then you also have the ability to, well, as an administrator, this is a regular account right now, but you also have the ability to delete a user by email or make other administrators. And that pretty much closes out the entire functionality of our website. Just to recap, you have 3 classes of users: applicants who could only view and apply for jobs, employers who could post jobs, view their jobs, view the applicants to their jobs, and the metrics for the jobs that they've posted. And as an administrator, you could make other administrators, you can make employers and delete users, as well as view metrics for the entire site as a whole. One quick thing I need to show you again would be how you actually change the status of a for applicants. So we're just going to log back into the admin account. So we have, these are all the jobs that would have been uploaded by this account. Again, try to keep in mind that this is really not supposed to happen for an administrator account, but it's for testing. So you could view the applicants. There's no one in pending, shortlisted, and declined. Now, when someone applies to the job, they automatically get sent to pending, and that shows up on their user profile until you, the employer, comes and reviews the application by clicking on this. And well, Zara hasn't uploaded any information, so you're not going to see her files here, but Jogi has. So you can view the birth certificate in a new tab or view the resume. Again, these aren't actual birth certificates and resumes, but just the file, which seems to be closing off immediately right now, or opening in a new tab. Okay, not sure what happened there. But this is how you would update the application of, update the status of an application that comes into you. And I think that finally closes out the entire functionality of our website.